I got very comfortable with waxing. Like, it's a body, it doesn't bother me. And it's funny, now I do have a few men.
No way.
Yes. I don't charge any different.
For booty waxing?
For Brazilians.
I'm telling you, I can't. I wouldn't. There's no way. I would laugh.
It's funny, as I always, if they're not weird with me or awkward, I'm fine. Like, to me, it's like, whatever. You know,
A ver. Let's see. What are you packing there? There was nothing covering. Nothing. And it was just from back here. And then the girl is moving.
You're right. I have seen more like that, where it's like the point, like the person's point of view.
Yeah. Y están todas moviéndose. So then it looks very sexual. And so it's like, bro, like, what kind of viewers are you trying to pull in?
Yes. And that's another thing. Don't sexualize waxing.
Yeah. And that's what it's becoming. That's what I've seen lately.
Don't
it's
sexualize
a lot of
it.
that.
Because that's why a lot of people think like, oh my God, like who gets their like Brazilian done? I'm like,
everybody.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
All ages.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Beauty Bound with your host, Crystal Rubio, owner of Beauty Pro Bookkeeping. You could find me on Instagram at Beauty Pro Bookkeeping, and my website is beautyprobookkeeping.com. I am a bookkeeper for the beauty industry, and I am here with one of my really good friends that not only was she just, my neighbor, but we became really good friends. She's the first one that ever hired me to be a bookkeeper. So I'm very excited to welcome Mercedes back.
Hi, guys.
Yay, from the waxing.
Yes. You can find me on Facebook as a waxing and on Instagram as a waxing as well.
Yep. She's all over the place. Waxing coochies.
Yes. My number one service.
Yes. No, I wanted to bring her on because I feel like we always have a lot of stuff to talk about. I feel like when it comes to like business and just life in general. Yeah. Kids. Mm-hmm. And obviously you might have seen her on, I think, the first season.
And then I came back on, I think.
Yeah. So you came back on right before Smooth Connections when we created that.
Yes.
And then we were on the Spanish one as well. So, we've had a lot of, I think like our friendship has been good. Mm-hmm. Because we've been able to always talk about shit.
We communicate.
Yes.
And with anything, friendship, relationships, communication.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes we have to step back from each other and be like, you know what, I'll talk to you when I'm calm.
Yes.
But we end up having those conversations. Yeah. And they're uncomfortable at times, but that's where growth comes.
Yeah. And I think, you're the first friend that I've been able to do that with, that I know that I think like you're able to tell me things, and I might get angry at the moment, and I'm able to tell you things, same thing, you might, but
sometimes we do get, I think with anything like that, you have to be honest with your friends. Yeah. It is very important to be honest with your friends. And I'll be very honest, like that's something that I learned from my sister.
Yeah.
Because she's like, you have to have those uncomfortable conversations. Mm-hmm. And it is very true, because even like in your relationships, like marriage and anything, you have to, and they're very uncomfortable. But it's nice because you see your friendships, your relationships, they evolve.
They do.
And it's better.
Yeah.
But I think honestly, because we did go through like a little rough patch where I'm like, God, whatever, I don't like her right now. But I think with having those uncomfortable conversations, we've been able to go past it, and we're like, okay, we understand each other better. And I think that's good for friendship.
Yeah.
Anything really, any relationship.
Because I feel like our friendship has flourished because of it,
Yes.
And honestly, like you've been the friend that has taught me to do that. And that I've been able to do that in other friendships as well, to where like I have to be able to speak up when I feel something's going on. And because I'm very blunt.
Very. Very.
And I don't realize that. Now I know why that is, but I mean, not knowing the reason why I was like that, it was like, I just thought, well, I'm just blunt. Like, you like it, bueno, si no, ni modo.
And I think it's a good thing to be blunt. I know sometimes I need people to be very blunt with me. I would much rather like a friend hurt my feelings in the sense.
Than some stranger, no?
Yeah, than some stranger. Like I would rather have somebody that I know and be blunt with me and honest. yes, I think there's ways of saying things without offending.
know.
But the thing is, like, I think with me and you, we kind of know each other.
Yeah.
We know our sense of humor. I know that even if you tell me something very bluntly, I know you don't mean it in an offensive way. So, but then there's times too where I'm like, oh, you didn't have to say it that way, you know? But to me, I guess once you start getting to know each other, you can, hey, I know I could tell this bitch this.
Yeah, exactly. And I think like for me, it's been a learning curve, I think, as far as trying to not filter myself, because I don't ever want to filter myself, but learning a way to say things in a way that I'm not trying to hurt somebody's feelings.
Exactly.
And I think because I wasn't aware that the things that I say sometimes do hurt people's feelings.
And it's and that's the thing, sometimes people are not open to receiving that kind of, sorry, I have something in they're not open. So I think if you're not open to receiving that, then that's when it could be very offensive, it could be hurtful.
Yeah.
Because we do need to be open to receive, and to grow from it too. So
and I'm the type of person like, ya ves, me dices algo, and I'm just like,
and we're Pisces, girl. We get emotional. We cry for anything.
Oh my gosh, seriously. But I do like when you come on, because I feel like we could go back and see obviously how far you've come in your business,
and you too.
Man.
You too. Like you never give yourself enough credit, Crystal. You really, you have.
It's hard.
And for me too.
Yeah.
I don't oh, you're doing so good. I'm like, yeah, whatever, But it is, I feel like we gave each other a chance.
Yeah.
Because I told you, come on, Crystal, help me out. You did it for me. And I also, I gave everything to you. I was like, here's all my information. Do what you will, it takes trust, you know? So you have to give yourself credit too, because you've evolved a lot in your career. And it's fun to see that in friends, to see that where we started and when we're at. Maybe we're not where we want to be at yet, but compared to 5 years ago, hell yeah, I'm like, damn, we've really moved it along,
Yeah, because
it's exciting.
One of the biggest things, I think the biggest accomplishment for me was to see you buy a house last year.
Yeah. It was stressful, right?
Yeah.
For both of us.
Seriously.
Yeah.
But that was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
That was the one time that I will say, damn, we did this.
Yeah.
We did this. I was like, I feel like there were so many ups and downs in getting there and finding the perfect house for you.
Mm-hmm.
And
because I had given up. I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait.
Yeah.
I'll give it another year. And then,
because didn't the house happen right as we were also doing
Smooth Connections? And that's why it's crazy because during that time, I mean, I lost friends too during that time. But I just feel that people didn't understand me during that time. I know that's when me and you kind of went through like a little rough patch too. But we were doing with Smooth Connections and then, answering emails and all the business side of it. And then me going through the house, meeting with the realtor, looking at houses, and even with the lender, going back with 2 different lenders for me. And I had never done that before. You helped me out on the back end side, with numbers and all that, while my sister was helping me, no, these are the questions you need to ask, because she's gone through the process. I never have. And so during that time, oh my God, I was so stressed out. One, the kids dealing with the kids and all that school, and then me wanting not to move too far from my mom or my sister, different things went all together, and it was very stressful. Yeah. But it's true. It was something that I had, I think when I had, a year after having Adriel, is when I was like, you know what, I want a house. I'm going to give and it took longer than I wanted it to, but I also have to remember that it's not my timing.
Nope.
Things happen when they're going to happen, and
it's all in God's timing.
Yeah. And that's what my mom always tells me. That. She always tells me that. She reminds me
no son tus tiempos, son los tiempos de Dios.
Dios, yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to remind myself not to get too stressed out about it. Okay, I want to do this, but...
And you've gotten so much better at that.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard. I mean, I still because it's also hard not to compare myself to other people. Everybody's circumstances are different.
Yeah.
I see some people who are younger than me. I'm like, man, they already have this, they already have that. But I don't know.
Yeah.
what they done. You know, people always say, "Oh, you're so lucky." I was like, "No, it's not luck. It's fucking work. It's hard work and dedication and discipline."
Yeah,
that's something that I just told my son that yesterday because he's only 8, but he said something about his teacher saying that. These other kids weren't listening, Merci, but we all got punished. And she had made a comment to them about kind of saying something with discipline, right?
Yeah.
And I go, you know what she's teaching you? I go, you don't see the good in it. She's teaching you discipline and consistency.
Mm-hmm.
I go, so don't focus on like, oh, we didn't get PE because these other kids weren't listening. I was, but they weren't. I go, she's teaching you something in that. I go, so pay attention to the message.
Yeah.
And he was just like, he's 8. He's a boy.
Yeah.
They don't really understand too much, but it's a lot of discipline and consistency.
And that discipline, I think for you, was hard.
Oh, yeah. Especially financially.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think because you freaking love to shop.
Yeah.
You love to shop. But
don't call me out, Crystal. We're calling out now.
No, but your shopping habits have changed drastically from how they used to be, and I remember even you trying to get rid of stuff and sell stuff and do all those things, and I remember like thinking like, damn, like she's really gonna try,
Yes, I'm still trying to get rid of stuff, guys.
Yeah. she has like, dude.
I have 1 new wax pot. I've sold 2.
Yeah.
So
man, but I think the things that you have gotten better at, especially in your business, are not buying the shit that you don't need.
Yeah.
Because I feel like before you would buy, there was a new class and you wanted to take the class. And I think it wasn't until I finally started telling you, okay, you could take that class, but you have to sell or, or book however many people.
You would give me goals. Like, you have to sell this retail. You have to do that. So, and I think it works. That works for me. Like goals obviously work for me because I see it. You know, it's like I always tell myself, okay, this week, this is what I have to do. And it works. But another thing, like going to the shows that have like also sitting in classes is, well, one of the things too that I remember in school, they did tell me one time, they're like, you don't have to specialize in everything. And I sometimes want to do everything.
Yeah.
That's just me. Like, I want to put my hands in everything. I was like, oh, let me try facials. Let me try this. Let me try that. So that's also one thing that now when I go to the shows, I was like, okay, I'm going to go sit in a waxing class because you can always learn, right?
Yeah.
There's certain things, like just before I left for vacation, I took a brow lamination class with Anna. And I haven't done hands-on after that because I went on vacation. So that's something that I need to focus on now. I mean, and it's something that I could already add to my waxing services, like my brow waxing, and you could do a brow lamination. So I also have to remember that if I want to add anything to my service menu, it has to align with what I do.
Yes.
Because like when I did lash extensions, I loved it.
Yeah.
I think I love everything that I've done and tried, but the numbers and timing weren't there for me.
Yeah.
It would take me 2 hours for a set.
Dang.
And when I could have seen like 8 clients in those 2 hours. And I was with one client and made more
money.
So little things like that that I've learned. And it's not like, oh, it's about making more. No, it's just... And when...
It's making more money in the things that you love to do.
Yes.
Rather than doing the things that you think are fun.
Yeah.
For
and
less
there's
money.
Lash artists out there, that's their business. It's amazing. Yeah. That's all they do, though.
And then then they get fast.
Yes,
because
exactly.
that's all they do.
Because that's all they do.
I don't think I could do lashes.
It was tedious. It's very tedious, but I did like it. I mean, I would be
like in the middle of it. Yeah.
And it would be like that sometimes, especially with those clients that have all these lashes, and I'm like, oh my, you see, me desesperaba. Like I would get like, oh my god, I don't want to do this, but. So that's why I stopped.
See, and I want to try it though.
Yeah.
Because I have all this shit from when we went to that event.
We thought it was for waxing. I know it's for lash tags.
That's for lash tags.
But it was fun.
It was fun. We got free stuff. I mean,
we got free most. Yeah. There's some good stuff in there.
There was a lot of I really did all the lashes that they had in there. The lash glue I think they had in there. They had basically everything to do like a set of lashes except for tweezers.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only reason I haven't tried them.
crazy. And it's crazy. I had, with all my lash stuff that I had, I donated it to a school there on the south side. Because I was like, I'm not going to use it. And I told them, I go, this is really good stuff, guys. It's just, y'all are learning. And if y'all want to get to start off, with something free, So that's what I did with all my lash stuff. I did even my tweezers, and they were really good tweezers.
Dang.
Yeah, I just, what, I'm going to donate it to the school.
I mean, it works. Especially because the schools do need it. Man.
Yes.
Yeah, they need education.
They need to
too.
do better.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So at the Glow and Gather this last time, there was, I think I told you, there's this girl. We went to her school. It was to was it war paint? No. No, ¿cuál era?
Oh, War Aesthetics.
War Aesthetics. Mm-hmm. So the girl was from that.
From that school.
Yeah, because she...
It wasn't the owner, right? It was
No, it was one of the students
who
now has her own studio.
Oh, okay, nice.
And she asked about you, actually. Yeah, she asked about you because she was like, she was just so nice and the way that she taught us how to do all these things. And I was like, oh, man. So she spoke very highly of you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and... she's like, I want to reach out to her because maybe we could collaborate because I don't think she does facials, right? And I'm like, no. I go, she only does the, what is
dermaplaning.
it? Yeah, dermaplaning. And she was like, oh, man, you know what she offers? Like, back
ASMR, you said. Is that, let me tell me.
Bro.
I'll be.
Yeah. Like, I was like, what? I was so, like, shocked over it. Because like people pay for it.
People pay for it. Yeah.
I know. When I told you, you're like, oh yeah, I'd pay for that. I was like, what?
I would. I'd be going to get ASMR, but it's going to be me snoring.
Imagine like you put the microphone right.
That's going to be me. Girl, that's what I have to do to the kids, or even like when my mom's at the house, like, Oma, rascame, like just.
Oh my god.
Oma, want to relax.
Yeah, that's funny.
I'd love it. I would pay for that. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, yeah. So she has a TikTok, and that's
I'm gonna have to follow her. You have to give me her info so I can follow her.
That's so cool. See, I completely went off track. It's just I remembered that. But she found. Well, I think it's in the finding your niche.
Yes.
And for you, I feel like. Your number one service is coochie waxing, right?
I see a lot of booty holes.
Yeah. Man. And
I love it. Yeah. I can say that because I went to Aveda for aesthetics, I got very comfortable with waxing. Like, it's a body, it doesn't bother me. And it's funny, now I do have a few men.
No way.
Yes. I don't charge any different.
For booty waxing?
For Brazilians. I don't offer it to everybody. It has to be by referral. Yeah. Because I've had weird people call me.
But shouldn't it be extra because you have to lift up their pee-pee?
It's funny because I take less time.
Pero no se les jalan las pelotas cuando le...
I'm all bat wings out.
You're like, can you stretch
It's crazy
out your
because the anatomy is different, but it's really not. To me, it's really not.
But like,
you have to hold the skins hot. You do have to hold the skins hot.
But like, their balls are saggy.
Yeah, well, you have to pull. You have to like grab and pull, and it's crazy. Men are not. They are sensitive to touch, but when it comes to that, it's really not painful for them. Unless you're like pinching them. Doing that? People have said it happens. I haven't had that happen to me. And and if they do, if they do get an erection, they say, oh, it's normal.
I would laugh.
Everybody is different. I've never had anybody be disrespectful.
I'm telling you, I can't. I wouldn't. There's no way. I would laugh.
It's funny as I always, if they're not weird with me or awkward, I'm fine. Like to me, it's like whatever.
A ver. Let's see. What are you packing there? I just can't imagine it, like.
No, and it's only by referral. I've had one of my clients, like their, husbands, whatever it is, boyfriends. But
as long straight men.
Most. Right now, most.
Dang.
Yeah, but I've always offered like booty waxing for men. And
I know that, but I feel like. I think before, I don't know. I feel like mostly the guys who do get it, it's gay men,
It's funny because it's not. I've had 2 people who were bodybuilders. There was 2 guys that were bodybuilders. And they do put that tan.
Yeah.
It's funny because both of them, I didn't see their... They just wanted me to... They covered it, but they just wanted me to get like all like really close.
Tenían miedo because they take steroids. I'm just kidding.
Probably, I don't know. No.
I'm just kidding.
But I did full body waxing for them.
What?
And yeah, because they do that tan stuff. So and
that oil.
Yeah.
Dang. Were they really that muscular?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So entonces, like, I always feel like, can you just get naturally that buff? I mean, not naturally, but obviously
don't they do like testing now and stuff like that?
Like obviously you have to take creatine and all that stuff because
so I had a client who I haven't seen her in a while, but she has followed me. Like she was my client from European Wax Center, and I've known her journey, like a lot of things that she's done. And the last time she was doing bodybuilding, and it's crazy. I would see her when she was bulking, so they like eat. And then I would see her through like where she was starting to work out. And then when they were like a very strict like diet, and you could start seeing like everything like very defined. And I'm like, damn.
Because it's like it's a lot of protein.
A lot of protein, but it's crazy when they start like really like, I guess, thinning out in a sense so they could see everything very defined, which is it's cool. Like
because they're burning all their fat.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It's crazy the definition, like you see the difference, like, and I got to see it with her as a female, and it's crazy just to see the differences, but like it's cool. It's cool.
I
for
think it's
somebody
really
who
cool.
does that, but I'm like, shit, I'm not disciplined like that.
I know.
Pero si quiero caminar,
I have a friend in California. She used to work out all the time, and she decided to do the bodybuilding one time. Dude, I remember like her meals, they had to be at exact like the same time every day.
Every day.
And, every certain amount of time, and then her snacks.
Everything.
Mm-hmm. But it was like her piece of chicken with like quinoa and like some vegetables. And then, but dude, like that definition that you're talking about, I remember I did her hair and her makeup for one of the competitions.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was like, damn, like it was intense.
Yes.
I could never.
No.
Like, you're right. Con trabajo, camino.
I'm like, I'm trying to get my steps in.
Yeah. Seriously, I'll go up and down my stairs.
When I was in Mexico, a week or two ago? You know how your phone notifies you about your steps? They're like, you have 2,000 more steps than you usually do. I'm like, oh, damn. Because we're walking everywhere. Seriously? I'm like, man, I should do this over there.
I know.
No,
anytime I go anywhere, too, it's like, man, 10,000 steps, 12,000 steps, 15,000. I'm like, írala, si puedes.
Si puedes.
Pero pues es que aquí, like...
You need a car for everything here.
Yeah, y luego que huevo te da, o sea, like...
Con este calor,
no. It's been like 105. And then I think sometime this past week, it was like 108.
Yeah, no,
I was like, what the heck? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't do that.
Not with this heat.
No, man.
That's just our laziness. Because I see people walking outside. I'm like, stay hydrated, friend.
Dude, I have a membership to the freaking Y. Like,
and you don't go?
No, I mean, I got it so the kids could do sports.
Well, there you go.
Javier uses it.
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah, él sí se levanta bien temprano. And I'm like, dude, like, how?
Siempre digo, cuando esté más fresco, I'll go.
No,
I'm lazy. I'm lazy. I mean, that's just the honest truth. I'm lazy when it comes to that.
Me, by the time it's like, like, I'm tired.
I feel sometimes we're not even like physically tired. We're just mentally
drained.
Mentally drained. Like,
Mm-hmm. So now that you're obviously, waxing penises.
By referral.
By referral only. Mm-hmm. Okay, so if you don't know her and you're a male, don't expect her to wax your penis.
Yeah, no.
She won't do that. Because, dude, I just saw a few weeks ago, I saw Desiree post where some guy was trying to book a...
And didn't show, right?
Yeah,
yes,
but he was so weird about it.
Yes, I saw her post about it too.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why that I don't put it on the website that I offer for men just by referral. Because of that, I have had men call and they're even nasty on the phone. And then I've had other men call that are like, oh, I'm looking for this. I'm coming from out of town. And I tell them, I go, I don't offer it, but I can refer you to somebody. And I know there's a waxer that I follow. I think she has 2 locations here in San Antonio. I've never met her, but I know she offers like waxing for men. So I'll send them her Instagram.
Yeah.
And I do tell them, like, I don't know her personally, but I know this is one of the services that she does offer. And a lot of men do go to her, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not one to like not refer people to other businesses if they offer a service that I don't. I'm like, hell yeah.
I think you've always been really good about that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I know you're not a gatekeeper.
No.
And excuse me, por andar tomando. But I feel like in this industry, especially, I feel in all the beauty industry, not just, there's a lot of people who do gatekeep.
Yes.
But, I think lately I've met more people who don't gatekeep, who are willing to tell you how to do the things, who are willing to show you how to do the things.
Yeah.
And that is amazing because I feel like there's been so much BS in this world, like just in general, and everybody's trying to navigate their lives in this world.
And yeah.
Everybody's trying to navigate it in a different way. And
I think now, because it's crazy, because I see a lot of these younger estheticians and that are waxers. Some are still gatekeeping, but then there's others that are putting all this information out there, which is nice. I mean, I'm 38. I've been licensed for 13 years, going on 14. And things are different from when I finished school. And then that's why I like to go to these classes, But I even noticed that some of these classes at the shows, they are taught by older women. So it's nice to see from the perspective of a younger person because it is very different. Social media.
Yes.
It's very, very different. I don't consider myself old, but
because we're not
old, right? But it is crazy to see from the perspective of the younger generation, the younger esties. There's still some things that I don't agree with or don't like, but it is nice to see from fresh eyes.
Yeah.
It is. I like it because it's like, oh, okay, that's cool. I never saw it that way.
Yeah.
But, something that you could learn from them. And just like we can learn from them, they can learn from us because we're seasoned people, So I always try to see everybody like with, have an open mind and learning, like, okay, educational. I found one. She's here in San Antonio. She was she does soft wax.
Oh, cool.
Brazilians. Yeah. And it's getting popular again. Dang. Lady Peng from Wax, I think it's Wax Bear. I can't remember exactly what it was. Yeah. I tried her soft wax, which is a good soft wax. She does a lot of Brazilians with soft wax. Well, that's all she uses. And this girl uses her wax. And it's really cool how people are liking it. I mean, it is, I am not 100% sold for me.
I don't think and I've told you this before, I don't think I could do soft wax ever again. I feel like, I feel like it'll pull more. And maybe it doesn't. Pero siento que sí, because like the way you're spreading it, you're applying another thing. Yeah. All the wax might not lift off. Some of it might stay. There is a chance that you have more lifting with the soft wax. And not that, a lot of the times, wax companies like to say, well, you did it wrong or you went over it too many times or whatever the case might be. But no, there's times that the wax will just lift.
And then also sometimes it, if people are taking medication or any kind of health, some kind of health or sunburn, and then you wax. Yeah, it's very interesting though to watch. Like, I'm like, oh man, I think it's cool. It's just not for me to do. But I started watching her videos. I'm like, hey, like I like her content, and she's a young girl. I'm like, oh, and she's a newer SD. So I was like, oh, it's pretty cool to watch. I like to. I don't like that. Good for them. They're starting off their business and they're doing good. So
and that's one thing I think you're willing to learn.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love to learn.
There is also a lot of people who think they know it all.
I think when you get to a point that you think you know it already, you've kind of like either you're burnt out or you're just like, you just feel like you don't, pretty much.
You don't care. So, you don't care about what anybody's technique is. You don't care about what anybody has to say. You don't care about any of that. And you can't sit there and think that because you've been doing waxing or hair or whatever it is for a year that you have all this experience. Because you don't. Believe me, like, I've been in this field for 15 years. And I still don't know it all.
Can I share a story? I don't know if you remember this, but I remember one time, because you would work late sometimes. And I remember one time you were like sitting there, like kind of just like in your thoughts. And I go, hey, what's wrong? And you're like, and you started crying. And you said, Merci, I've been doing hair for so long. She's like, and I finally see how I picked up my speed. Yeah, I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I was all like, but you've been doing hair for so long. But you were like, but it's like, I did it so fast now and blah, blah, blah. And you were like, so like, you were kind of like in awe with yourself.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, that's good. Like good for you. But you were just crying because it was like a proud moment for you. But I remember that. So it's true.
Yeah.
It doesn't, I think, you've been licensed for 10, 20, 30 years. We could always still learn. You could still learn. And it doesn't even have to be a technique.
No.
You could just learn from other people. And that's what I love. Like when I go to the shows, I go by myself. Yeah. And I prefer that sometimes. Like when we went together with Jackie, I remember I told her, hey, I'm going to take off.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And then we would catch up. And then sometimes we would stay together for some of the setups there in the show.
Like that nano stamping?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I want that.
Me too. Bitch.
It was a good deal when I didn't get it. But I do like going to the shows because I'll talk to other people. This last time I went, I met 3 other girls that are from the Dallas area, and they worked for somebody, and they were like, I was like, well, I'm on my own. And then they started asking me like, oh, how is it? Like, and I was like, if you have your clientele, if you feel like, they're like, no, I'm not ready. And I always would tell them, like, if you're afraid, it's okay to step out on your own. Be afraid. Like, you should be afraid. Exactly. It's a scary thing to do. But, like, just believe in yourself and just go with it. Just go with it. And it's not going to be easy.
Mm-mm.
It's to me, I was pienso, like, if things are easy, then
everybody would do it.
Yeah, everybody would do it. So it was really cool to share with them, and they were like asking me all these questions. And I love when people ask me questions because one, it like refreshes me, like my brain and my juices get going. But that's why because I was like, oh, how long have you been doing this? And I love talking to like new people. I met one girl that sat next to me in the class. She's like, oh yeah. She's like, I'm in San Antonio. I was like, oh, me too. And then I can't remember her profile, her name, like on the, and I go, I follow you.
No
I was
way.
like, I follow you. And she was like, do you really? I'm like, yeah, I'm in San Antonio. So we're like there. And she's like, oh my God, I feel bad because I don't follow you. I'm like, it's okay.
It's okay.
And she started following me. But I was like, yeah, I always like your content. She started, I'm like, oh yeah, you do.
Oh, dang.
So it's really cool because I didn't know her, and we like met there in person.
Really cool.
So
it's really cool.
I'm like
to me.
that. I just
And me, I can't I want to, but then like to meet new people, somebody else has to start talking first.
It's because the thing, I'm like that too, Crystal. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I do get nervous. I still even get nervous when I have a new client.
No way.
Yes, I like. Oh my God, like I hope they like I start thinking, I was like, oh my God, like I hope, because sometimes clients are not easy to wax. Mm-hmm. You'll have some that their hair is just like not budging, right? So I get nervous, or like, and especially when it's a male client, even if it's just for brows, like if they're a new male client, I'm like, oh shit, like I hope I'm able to, he's not, because men can be more awkward than women. And for the most part, it's always good. But sometimes I have women that come in and they're just like very stern. Like there's no like emotion. And I'm like, oh, she didn't like it, or she didn't like my services. And then they like, hey, like I really liked it, blah, blah, blah.
You're like, well, show it, bitch.
Yeah, I was like, man, like he smiled. So even to this day, I still get nervous with new clients, or, even if they're referrals, like I'm like, I hope they like my work, because if they were a referral, and most of the time, they do, and I'm grateful for that. That's how I've built my clientele, honestly, is by referrals.
And that's what I tell people, and I think I've been talking about that a lot lately, that we always think that people are going to find us just through Instagram.
Yeah, no.
And through TikTok, which, don't get me wrong, people have been getting clients from TikTok. And yeah, like I know just someone recently that they're like, oh, how'd you find me? Oh, TikTok. Mm-hmm. Oh, the coffee shop that I go to, always.
Oh, yeah.
So they just opened a stand.
Oh my
gosh,
that. That's
cool.
So
cute. Yeah. But when she got there, I was there, and when they got there, to get their coffee, they asked, how'd you find us? And they're like, on TikTok. I was like, what? So to me, that's crazy. It's really cool, though, because, yes, now there's all these platforms, and if you know how to use them the correct way, you are going to get clientele.
Yes.
And I still think that the social media is very important for your business. But I also think word of mouth is still one of the biggest things. Mm-hmm. And I always mention that for hair, hair, you can make hair look beautiful with all these filters on Instagram. Mm-hmm. But if I look at your hair and I'm going to lift up and there's going to be cheetah spots everywhere.
What do they call them in school? Holidays?
Or zebra sprites.
I can't remember. There was like...
stripes. Yes. Did I say sprites? Stripes.
Oh. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, no, that's very true because a lot of people do put filters on the hair pictures.
Yeah.
I don't think that's,
like,
and they shouldn't because people, you should be able to be proud of your work, the way it looks.
And then for you can't sit there and post fucking pictures of
because that's all like honestly, I think it's 80, 90%. 90% is coochies. Yeah. And I'll post like the top sometimes. And I've seen other estheticians, their pictures or they get reported. I haven't, luckily.
But no, dude. Es que lately se están pasando.
But see, and I guess just because I'll post the amount.
You don't. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I don't post everything.
There is one. I don't even know who it is. So if I'm calling you out, I'm sorry. But there was one where the point of view was obviously this way. Y tenía las patas abiertas. Mm-hmm. There was nothing covering. Nothing. And it was just from back here. And then the girl is moving.
You're right. I have seen more like that where it's like the point, like the person's point of view.
Yeah. Y están todas moviéndose. So then it looks very sexual. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, bro, like, what kind of viewers are you trying to pull in?
Yes. And that's another thing. Don't sexualize waxing.
Yeah, and that's what it's becoming. That's what I've seen lately.
Don't sexualize it because that's why a lot of people think like, oh my God, like who gets their like Brazilian done? I'm like, everybody, a lot of people, all ages. Honestly, I have all ages that get. I mean, they have to be 18 or over, but and a lot of people think it's because of sex. It's not even about hygiene.
It's hygiene.
It's some people.
It's hot.
It's hot.
Yes.
I have some clients who bike.
Yeah.
And it's uncomfortable with hair.
Yeah.
And even when they shave, I have clients that work out, and that's why they get waxed. because it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And so it's not. That's one thing I've always said: do not sexualize wax because it's not about that.
It's not. But people, I think the way that people are posting their pictures lately, it's been before, like, yes, there's still, like you said, you cover and you could see just where, where it was or whatever. But what I've been seeing a lot of is that like point of view, and they're like moving their hips. And so I'm like, bro, like nobody's even waxing you at this point.
Because you are going to get the wrong audience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if that's what you're trying to do and you're trying to monetize your content as spicy content, then cool, go ahead and do it. But then don't get mad when people report you and then think that, well, I was just showing a wax service. No, you weren't. You were literally showing somebody.
Yeah. That were like thrusting their hips. One of the videos I wanted to do, they're funny. They're like, because you know how hairstylists post pictures, and like if waxers could post pictures, and then there's like two girls and one's all like spready, going like with their clothing on.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. Funny. Yeah.
See, I would like.
It's common because honestly, that is common because we can't.
Exactly.
We can't be posting anybody's booty hole, nothing like that on there.
Yeah. So and that's when you have to get creative in like, okay, so how do I post about this service that I do without posting the actual service? Like, that's where you have to do, like, become educational, where you have to become either, educational, funny, or like tell them exactly what it is that you're doing, because if you don't do that, you're trying to get more clientele. I know your clientele is older.
Yes.
And so obviously your clientele has been word of mouth, right? Because your clientele is probably not on social media much.
It's funny. I have some of my clients are like, do you have no, I don't even have Facebook.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. So a lot of the times I do have to email. Like whenever I have had a special, I have to email my clients because I do have their emails.
Yeah.
Or I'll tell them, hey, like I posted this on social media. Like I'm going to be out of town, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, I don't have social media. So I'm like, okay, I have to email these clients, So it's very true. A lot of my clients don't have social media. And if they do, they don't even use it.
No. So, and that's when you have to, again, also get more of sending the mass text message through whatever service provider you use.
Hey, and Gloss is getting better. Right now, we're talking about service providers. I kind of want to go to the gold, but on my eye, I'm trying to pay more.
Yeah. No, I do. Okay. So, and I've always said this. As a stylist, I freaking absolutely love Gloss.
Yeah.
But as a bookkeeper,
you hate it.
I hate it. Because as a bookkeeper, it's like, just let it link up with whatever.
And I think they are listening because a lot of people are like, hey, when are we going to be able to link like on their page? Like I read the comments from people and they're working on stuff. I know they're trying to keep the price point decent. I mean, I've had them, 8 years now?
Yeah.
Since I started.
Yeah.
And I think I'm only paying $4 more from when I first started.
Yeah.
Which it's not bad.
And your price that you pay is still lower than anybody who's not at Sola.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they're like with Sola.
Yeah.
So I like Gloss. Yes, there's some things that, fix it. But they're
Gloss
working
is
on
awesome.
it. Yeah, they're working on it. They're doing a lot of changes
I know.
now.
I keep on getting the updates.
They have invoices now.
I saw that. That's really cool.
So you could send them all for me.
Okay, this is what I'm going to share this. So this is one of the things that Merci is very horrible at. Cancellation. She's gotten a lot better though. And I know that because every time I look at her reports now and I see a cancellation fee, I'm like, oh, look at her. Yeah. She didn't call me. But
before my Crystal,
she would just do it for me. She would call me. She's like, so I had a no-show. But I don't know if I should run their card. And I was like, oh, it's already run.
Like, I'm not waiting for you to tell me.
Yeah, it's already done. The same thing like with your credit cards.
Yes.
Crystal, I already paid it.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Especially when I'm like, Crystal, this balance is high. Oh, like, no, it's at zero now. I'm like, okay, thank you. See, so I still struggle sometimes, especially when I see big numbers.
Yes.
That's just something that
It's hard.
It's hard. It's hard, especially with how the mentality I used to have and then, the way I grew up. So
it's that broke mentality.
It's that broke mentality. Yeah. I mean, I think we've gotten better with it. Yeah. But there's still times where I struggle.
Before it was hard to even get you to pay off a full balance of something. Mm-hmm. Or getting the payment plan. Yeah. And I was like, wow, you have the money, Merci. Just do it, Yeah. But now you're more strategic with the way that you spend your money now. Yes. So that's really good.
Yes. Even it's funny that you say that because with having because I only have one for my business account or my business. I only have one business credit card. Mm-hmm. For my personal, I have a few. Yeah. But I'm now just learning, and even from a few of my clients who are pretty good with credit cards are like, you should use this for this because this is what it offers you. And I've even asked you like, hey, Crystal, what do you think about this? So just kind of balancing things out. Yeah. Like sometimes I have a balance on this one already, but I have and I'll just move it around. Yeah. It's something that I've learned in my 30s because I'd never learned that when I was younger. If I would have known that when I was younger, I would have had freaking perfect credit score.
But look at that credit score now.
I know. It's taken us work, right?
Yes.
It's been a work. But, those little things that I like to share with people now. There's some people that are, maybe a little bit younger than me or around my age group that didn't know about like these things with credit cards and then having it at less than 30% and things like that. So I like to share those things with people. Anna is one of the ones that I'm always like, Anna, like get yourself a business credit card and then just know what you're going to put that you'll be able to pay it off at the end of the month and, things like that. And it's going to help your business credit. And then, I explained to her, I was like, this is what I've learned. And, if I could share something that's going to benefit you for your business, why not? And then, so what happens is like with the discipline in the business that I've had, it's also gone into my personal.
That's awesome.
So I can say like, okay, because my business is my baby. Yeah. And I think I take it very, very serious compared to my personal life. Like, hey, fuck it, YOLO, right? With my personal.
Oh my God.
But it has really, it has really gone into my personal, like with finances, learning how to move things around, which is very interesting because I noticed that about myself recently. I'm like, oh, Merci, like you're doing
That's
this.
awesome.
Like, yeah, you know. And yeah, I like to spend. I still do. But like I like to spend, I like to give.
Yeah. You know, and I think like also, like for me, I've always told you, I've also been a big spender. I've also just, okay, I could just buy this, you know? And because of what I do, I know, but because of what I do, I think I've gotten so much better too from how I used to be. Because now I'm like, I'd rather not spend my money so I go on vacation.
But right, okay. But I also think now we're spending, if we do, it's not even, I want to say we're investing.
Smart. We're spending it smart.
Smart. Yeah, and you're investing in something like, you know, what you just got, which I thought, I was like, what was it? I was like, what did I say? Oh my God, Crystal, that's cool.
Yes.
Like, I'm first, you know, I'm first in line.
A laser machine.
Yeah, so.
A laser cutter machine.
Yes, and especially because if you know that you're going to use it, and I know you are going to use it, you've already been using it, it's a good thing. You know, if you know you're going to have this investment, okay, I'm going to spend this money, but I know that I'm going to put it to use. You know, I'm gonna, so I think that's why, to my mentality in that sense, or like how it's gone into my personal stuff, it's like, okay, you know, and so like when on vacation, I was stressing because I was like, if I don't work, I don't make, you know, my check kind of thing. But, and then also because of other personal situations, I was saying, I was like, maybe I shouldn't take vacation time. You know, I'm glad I did.
You always have to take vacation time.
But just with the struggles that, you know, not the struggles, but just the things going on, you know, and in my life. And I was just like, maybe I shouldn't. And, you know, even I told my husband, I was like, should I take? He's like, just go, Merci, you have that. You know, you already said you were going to go. It's for your cousin and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yes, just go. Yeah. Everything will be fine.
Because things, guess what? When you come back, everything's still going to be there.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm not going to lie. It's so crazy, Crystal, because I didn't work for like, a week, a little bit over a week. And everything was fine.
Yeah.
So, like, sometimes I too, like, I'm like, dude, you stress over nothing sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's just
Is that anxiety?
It's, my anxiety.
Yeah, that's
just
it.
pop my pill.
For real,
like,
man.
take it away.
Like,
No.
No,
but it's very true. Like,
because we deserve to go on vacation,
yes,
dude.
and it was fun.
Yeah,
we had the kids. I mean, I have fucking bite marks everywhere from mosquitoes, but it was fun.
Yeah, it's because you have to, like, one of the things that you always have to remember, are you working to live or are you living to work? And I'm going to tell you one thing. I've already lived to work before. I no longer want to have that life. I want to be able to work so that I could live. And like I told the kids, you know, there's times that you see us struggling, you know, and it's, for us, struggling is that we can't do all the little extra things, right?
Yes.
I said, but there was a time that our struggling was, I didn't know how I was going to put food on the table, you know? But now it's, if we're struggling, it's because I'm saving towards something. And because I want to give them the world.
Yeah.
Literally. I want them to travel the world. I want them to be able to grow up knowing that they've been to so many places on this earth. And
I agree.
That's my thing. Like, I don't even, you know, bills are going to be there.
Yeah.
You know, obviously I try not to have the bills. I try not to have the credit cards. I try not to have all that. I've gotten so much better because now I could say that I have an emergency funds, like an emergency credit card. Before it was like, ¿a cuál le saco, you know?
Yep.
And now I could honestly say like, oh no, you know, my freaking dog is missing an eye now, you know? But I was able to take her to the vet.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you're dying.
Like, too bad. So, I mean, it's ugly to say, right?
But no, for real.
No, I agree with you, especially with, that's one of the things that we've also, with the kids, right? And me and my sister will say, like, no, let's give them experiences, right?
Yes.
And we tell the kids that, you know, and at their age, they're so little.
Yeah.
They've done so much.
Yep.
They've traveled. They've done way more than I did at their age.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't go to my first concert. I think I was either a teenager or I was an adult already.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, I count a concert like they actually paid for the ticket and went. I don't like fiesta and all that. Like, no.
No, an actual concert.
Concert. And the kids, like Adriel,
I think I was in middle school.
See, and I didn't get to. We would only go to Mexico when we were little. You know, that was, and we would go by train or bus. You know, and to this day we still take the bus. Yeah. But and the kids love it. I wanted to fly this year. They're like, no, I want to go on the bus. I'm like, okay, well, 12 hours on a freaking bus. All right, let's go. Dang. You know, but they love it. Yeah. It's crazy. And I try to remember that feeling I used to have as a kid, that it was fun, you know. But it's true, like they get to do things that we didn't get to do as much as it was Mexico. That was our summer. That was our Christmas. We would go to Mexico. And now, you know, we're trying to plan. Yeah. And like my sister takes them, like they've been to California because she took them for spring break. Yeah. You know, but like now we're like, man, we're able to do those things and give them those experiences.
And that's what matters. Yeah. Because then that's when you realize, damn, this is what I've been working really hard for.
Yeah. That's when you, and I just read something about that the other day. It said, like, if you're able to be present for your kids' awards, for your kids' things to pick them up from school, then you've succeeded. Yeah. And like, I feel like I have, and I do have a village. Yeah. Not everybody has that, but I do. And I'm very grateful for it. But, like I'm able to take them to school in the morning. Mondays and Tuesdays, I pick them up. You're like, that's it. Yeah. And I'm able to, like, if they have awards, hey, like I'm leaving early today because my kids, you know? Yeah.
And, you know, because I think about that. That's really cool. Because in California, I mean, we worked a lot, you know? And if I would have ever tried to homeschool my kids in California, there would have been no way. There's no way. There is no way I would have been able to travel. There is no way I would be doing this. In California. Yeah, the thing is, look, my rent wasn't expensive because we paid $1,000 and we were lucky. I think we got lucky when we found the place we were at. Our house was $1,000 a month, and it was a 5-bedroom house on an acre, and we had a cow, and we had goats, and we had pigs, you know, and we had a garden. So the rent itself wasn't expensive. The bills were expensive. The living, the cost of living, the gas, like everything else was expensive. And we didn't make, I feel like, or I don't know if we didn't just know how to manage our money, because I always kind of look back and I was like, why in the hell were we not able to make it, you know? But no, it's the cost of living was really expensive. Yeah. And I think, like, had we stayed out there, we'd probably be homeless right now. Yeah, no. You know? And so being able to be here in Texas, it's like, I love Texas. And I've always told you that. I love everything about Texas. And how nice people are. How just, I don't know, everybody that I've encountered is friendly. And I get to spend time with my kids. You know, I get to know my kids. I get to be able to take them places. And like you said, like, I think one of the things that I know you always do with your kids, they're always at the bouncy thing. Oh, yeah. The trampoline park. Yeah. And that's really cool, you know, that you always, even if you're annoyed or if you had a long day, but, you know, okay, you go and do that. So I think we're doing just fine. Yeah. You know, I think that broke mentality is going away. Yeah. I think that scarcity, you know, we are doing better with it. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I think we're doing good.
We're doing good. Yeah. It's process. It's work. Yeah. We're moving it along. Yeah. We're not stuck there. Yeah. So that's the important part.
So what is what do you have coming up with the business, or what are you planning on classes yet?
So I want to offer classes. I started kind of working on like a manual thing. Yeah. It's just what holds me back is space. And I do have to do like a trial run. Yeah. Where I'm at. I love my space, but I did wish I had a little bit more. I'm not gonna lie, like that's where I stand on that. But I'm hoping that I can start at least one-on-one.
I was gonna say that, like, start one-on-one. You don't ever want to go big right away, and think we've had that conversation many times.
Because I do struggle with that too, where I'm like, I just want to go big, right? So I know we're doing the one-on-one. Hopefully, once I really get the whole for me, I'm paper, pen kind of person. I have to work on it. Yeah. Hand, writing things down. But I already started. with that. And hopefully I can announce that soon that I'll offer one-on-one. But I'm also trying to be, I also want to be like, I don't want just like, oh, here's a price on this. This is what you get. I want to be able to help.
Yeah.
Because
After
I know
the
how,
fact.
Yes, I know how it is when you first start off.
Yeah, like coaching type of thing.
Yes, even as a new esthetician, we don't have much.
Yeah.
So I want to be able to help different people.
Yeah.
So, and I have, there's this one esthetician who I met at one of the schools on the South Side, and she's licensed now. She did mobile aesthetics, but she got a job. It's just hard right now for her. And, she's always like, when are you going to have another show? When are you going to do this? Mercedes?
My gosh.
So it's really nice. It makes me feel good that I can, in some way be an inspiration to somebody. It does make me feel
it was good. We had a good show.
We did. It was a good show.
It was a struggle getting there. We wanted to kill each other.
Yes, we did. We did. But
that show, I swear, guys, like that show really tried our friendship.
Yes.
If we were gonna lose our friendship, it was because of that show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was
because we have like the main idea was there.
Yeah,
we have like the same main idea of what we wanted to do, but the ideas getting there, we're very different.
Very, very.
We're very
You're
different.
Like, and I'm like, you're very, and it's nothing wrong with that.
No.
You just have to find a medium.
Yes. And it was hard for us to do that. It was really hard for us to do that, to the point where when I told you, for us to be able to continue good and continue the friendship, you could do it. Because I know, and it wasn't even like in a negative way.
No.
It wasn't like not at all. It was more of as much fun as it was, the show part was, the getting there was stressful because we have different visions of design, not design.
Yes, and that's exactly what it was. It's like we had the idea, we were okay with this, like we were agreed with this idea, but just the steps that it took to get there, we were very different. We weren't on the same. Yeah, we weren't on the same page.
Yeah,
but
because you're more structured.
Yes,
and
you're not. And structure for me is just what helps.
Yes.
But that's true. It's very true when it comes to business or anything. I'm very structured. My life is, it's all crazy. My personal life. But, when it comes to business, I have to have step 1, step 2, step 3. That's what works for me.
Yeah.
And I also have to understand that doesn't work for everybody. Yeah. And I'm very stubborn when it comes to that.
Yeah.
And
I'm very stubborn when it comes to the creative freedom.
Yes, your creative freedom.
Yeah.
Which I do like.
Yeah.
I do like the creative freedom because I wish I could be more that way. But I'm not. Like I like people, shoot me this idea, but that's a creative idea, but here, let me put it in a structured form.
And for me, I'm like, well, why?
Why?
Yeah.
Yes. So, but it did help our friendship.
It did.
Because, and you know that I've always been like, I'm not going to tell you over the phone.
No.
I'm not going to tell you in text. I'm going to tell you in person.
Yes.
Like with the podcast too, when I stepped away, I told you, hey, I want to talk to you and Jackie together. And it was mainly to talk to Spanish, you, but for the Spanish. But I told you in person, and it was very hard for me because I felt like, man, this is going to be like it's going to be a jab in our friendship. And, and then with the show, when the show thing happened, we took a week or 2 away from each other. We didn't even talk before we actually sat down in person to speak about it.
But even then, we were still kind of like
kind of
spicy with each other.
Yes,
I think it took like a couple months for us to be like 100% okay.
Yeah,
because I think there was still a lot of maybe not anger, but still a resentment towards one another.
Yes, definitely.
And I think in one of those the things that I do like to always say is I want to be authentic. I don't want to be fake. I don't want to be a fake friend. I don't want to be so. In order for me to be able to continue to do that, I have to be able to tell you to your face what I'm feeling, not behind your back. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the things that, like, if I vented to Javier, it wasn't stuff that I hadn't already said to you.
Yeah.
You know? And that was it. Like, it was stuff that I know, like, I had already told you. And I was like, oh.
And that's how I was. I talked to my sister. And I even told her, I was like, I don't even know if she could be my bookkeeper anymore, And my sister's like, what she told me? She's like, has she helped you? is she doing a good job with your bookkeeping? I'm like, yeah. Well, then there's no need for that. Yeah. She's the one that, she kind of, because I was so angry.
Yeah, I remember. Angry. And I told Javier, I'm like, this bitch is going to fire me.
And I
said, and you know what? If she does, I don't even care. I don't even care. That was it. Like, I don't even care.
Because that's how I was like, I'll fucking figure it out. And I was like, because I was mad.
Yeah.
But I know myself. And I know I have to, like, my sister's one that I go to a lot to tell her, things. And she's like, well, has she helped with their business? I'm like, yeah, like, we've grown this, and she's like, well, then if she's doing a good job, why? Why do
because
that?
She's a bitch.
And I was like, because I'm fucking mad. Yeah. Let me express myself.
Yeah.
But no, yeah.
It took a while for us to cool down.
Yes.
And, and we were still like we would talk and still kind of standoffish with one another.
I know I was.
Yeah, I know I was as well.
But it's because I know myself.
Yeah.
And I have to do that. But I also have to realize that I don't have to cut people off just because we had a disagreement. And sometimes there's those disagreements where, you have to cut people off.
And I know it took a lot from you, the same way that it took from me to pick up the phone to be able to call you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
I don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but because I'm like that. I get hot-headed, especially when I feel strong about something. Yeah. And I know I had told you that. So I was like, this is, important to me, so.
And and that's where the problem was, because I think I would tell Javier, I'm like, she tells me this is important to her. And like, she doesn't see that it's important to me too. Like, it's a huge deal. Yeah. Like, this is huge.
And I think I didn't see that, I saw it as important to me.
Yeah.
It's important to me.
Yeah.
To me. And so I had to realize that too, but that's what I say. I think it was a rough patch, but it honestly did help, I think, in our friendship.
It did.
Personal and business, of course. So, I mean.
Because we're good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're good. And I think, again, man, if you're to do the smooth connections again.
And I told you, I would reach out to you because
it was fun.
I know you're you have that creative sauce in you that I know I don't have. So I know there's a mixture of us that works good together in a sense, but then like sometimes it's just our inner that yes.
I want it to be my way too, not just her way.
Yeah.
Or why does she get the choices?
Because I know my
strengths. Yeah.
I know, you have a lot of strengths, and the strength that I don't have in creativity, you do.
And you have that structure.
Like I'm like, this is this, So.
Because we're so alike in so many ways, but we're so different too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're not structured. I am.
Yeah.
But we're also very like what we want.
We're passionate.
Yeah, passionate. Yeah.
Very
passionate.
And
very. Yeah. We're very passionate about the things we want to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
But see, I mean, we figured it out.
I ended up, freaking punch each other. Darnos unos pinches vergazos.
Seriously, dude, like.
Oh my God.
Y luego, at the time when it was like the cleanup with todas emputadas, like picking everything up.
I want to fucking leave already.
Yeah.
And then we were hot. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
But I mean, for our first show, it was we got good feedback.
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun. The speakers we had, and it's crazy because it was the first show, but I did take from it and okay, this is what I can do better next time and be better prepared for this and things like that. So it's all a learning experience, and you just have to take the good and the bad.
Yep.
And you learn from it. You learn from the bad.
And if you have a friendship like this, or if you have a friendship where you end up arguing and you guys can't fix it, then that's not the friend for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, man. Right. Well, I'm really happy that you said yes to being on.
Yes, thank you for
on
inviting
my new venture on my own.
Yes.
So I was so
excited for you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm very, very happy to be, doing this. And as y'all could see, new logo.
2.0.
2.0. Yeah. I know that's what my cousin, Beauty Bound 2.0.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much for being on.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Please tell us again where they could find you.
On Instagram, The Wax Scene, and on Facebook as well as The Wax Scene.
Yes.
And I'm inside Sola Salon Studios in Alamo Heights.
Yes. the best. Only
best
the
coochie
best.
waxer.
Yes. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.